Hello 8th graders. In our last SLIC video, we focused on reflecting on whether or not you're making the right choices and earning the right grades to get into the classes that you want for 9th grade. We also specifically reviewed the prerequisites for each 9th grade core course. This next piece will focus on tools for success at the high school so that you can do well in the 9th grade classes that you end up choosing. Those of you that don't have an older sibling might not realize that the high school is a whole new game, a more serious game with more at stake and more significant consequences if you make poor choices. For example, if you were to fail a class, let's say English, here at DMS you're required to go to 11th period to do the work after school, and when you complete this, your grade is simply changed to a P for pass. It is much different at the high school. You will be required to repeat the class again and again and again until you pass. You could be a 10th grader in 9th grade English. Not to mention, failing a class means that you will have to repeat it, so you'll have one less elective to choose from that year. There are also no teams up at the high school. This means that each of your teacher only knows you individually and will not be able to intervene as a group if they see you making poor choices. So in many ways, you're just another student in the population up there. Now this should be viewed as a good thing since it's more like the real world. More responsibility is being put on you to monitor yourself. Succeeding or failing a class is not something that just happens. It's the result of choices that you make and following through on plans and projects. So today, let's talk about 3 tools for success at the high school. All you have to do is try. Time management, responsibility, and most importantly, you. As far as time management is concerned, we are talking about things like prioritizing, planning ahead for long-term assignments, and not procrastinating. These skills will be vastly important to success in the high school and require you to become a more mature student. For responsibility, we're talking about things like keeping track of your materials, seeking out teachers if you need help and not waiting for them to come to you, and also making up materials you miss. This is appropriate as you are becoming young adults. Lastly, and most importantly, the biggest factor in your success at the high school lies in you putting forth effort. Things like study skills and preparing for tests, completing assignments, and attendance. These are all things that only you can do and no one else can do them for you. Attendance is particularly important as missing 1 day at the high school is like missing 2 days at Dorseyville, which we'll talk about in a future lesson. So folks, let's try and not choose to fail. Fool around, avoid work, invent excuses, and lose track of priorities. Try, not fail. The choice is in your hands, 8th graders. Be prepared for a whole new world of expectations next year. We hope that you find success at the high school. Good luck.